I'd like to welcome you to the world of Insight Learning Systems. It's a world of educational opportunities and creative learning. It's a world that takes the at-risk learner and provides an opportunity for teachers to be able to meet their needs, not just now, but into the future. It provides opportunities to look at individual personalities and apply personality and learning styles to curricula, to be able to move back and forth from the left brain and the right brain teaching methodologies in a way that can energize a classroom, in a way that can energize a teacher to strengthen their abilities, to strengthen their efforts in reaching students of all learning styles. As we introduce you to these products, as we introduce you to these philosophies, we'd like you to know that many, many years have gone into this. Professors from universities in Texas and California and Utah have been involved in the development of this material since 1979. It's been tested with millions of students in all kinds of educational settings, from elementary school up to and including prison systems. The worst kind of offenders have been trained and educated using these models, and we've had great success in changing their behavior or in helping them to have the desire to change their behavior. The experience or the vast nature of it will help you to use proven techniques that work in multiple situations, techniques that will alter the way in which you teach. It will give you new vantage points. It's very important as a teacher that we are able and open to opportunities to look at teaching from different styles and different ways. So often as teachers we look at a narrow view and say there really is one way to teach. But through insight we can gain the ability to look into the heart of a student, to really look deep inside and see what motivates them, what excites them, and to alter the way that we teach to reach them. Think of the power that is. Think of those moments that you really teach for. That moment when that student looks up at you with that bright flash in his or her eyes and says, "I've got it." They don't really have to say anything. We can, here at Insight, help you to increase those moments, to make them happen on a more regular basis. We can't guarantee that they'll happen all the time, but we can provide you with technological support, with philosophies, and with teaching techniques that will help you to increase your success as a teacher. When we think about the possibilities of the world, when we think about the future and the students that are going to go into the future, we have to recognize and realize we have to teach now in ways that were never available to us. We've got to expand that horizon. If we look at the world today and we compare it to the world of 200 years ago, there's nothing really the same, except if we walk into our classrooms. If we walk into a classroom, except for a computer here and there, teaching goes on pretty much the same way it did 200 years ago. Why is that? Are we the same as we were? Is the information the same? No, we live in a much different society. And so to teach, we must draw upon the techniques of the past, but we also have to incorporate them with things that we've learned and know in the present. What is the modern student like? What does the modern student need to know? How do we need to approach education to reach that modern student? We also have a terrible problem that didn't exist 200 years ago in families without support. We have children that go to school that are forced by law to go to school but don't have parental support to help them in the classroom. Where before traditionally it was parents helping children and wanting to bring them up. They knew that education was the key to their success. Very often we have students that are raised by televisions, students that are home by themselves, and so we, as the educational system, must take upon us the responsibility to teach values, to instill the desire to learn. It really isn't our responsibility, but that is falling more and more on our shoulders. It's very apparent as we look around us that the competition for the time of our student is increasing. We see the things that they're involved in, from very active or interactive learning systems, from video games that put them into virtual reality. And yet we walk into our classrooms and they sit behind a desk and they hold a pen in their hand and they answer questions and raise their hand. How engaging is that? Must we compete as teachers with the rest of the world, with the media, with television, with these video games and other products that are coming out? I think we have to. I don't think we have to become those games, but I think we have to use elements of those ideas to invigorate our classrooms, to invigorate the way in which we teach, to help individuals come along with us, to invest in this learning process. We at Insight can provide answers there. We have materials that you can put your hands on. We have tests that you can use to help you determine your own teaching style. Tests that can help you to determine the learning style of your students, and then to combine that information to energize your classroom with power, to give the ability to reach out to students in ways that they learn, in ways that excite them. Insight has many teacher training videos that provide in-service and individually self-paced training to further support these ideas and concepts. Training options are further enhanced through the use of our distance learning technologies that connect you and your staff with experts and information from all over the world. Our worldwide website provides additional support with its online access to innovative lesson ideas, bulletin boards, and online help. An ever-expanding library of curriculum and support materials are available to creatively assist in the teaching of traditional subject matter, as well as non-traditional value-based classes. On-site and open enrollment training is available to help educational organizations meet their training goals. Training packages can be custom-made to meet your specific educational and enrichment needs. Come along with us. Look at the journey. Look at what we have to offer you. Look at the tools that we can put in your hand and see if we cannot provide and cannot open a door for you that you have never been through before.